Okay, in this video we're checking out another Caddx camera here. This is another FPV camera, and this one's the Turbo EOS2. This comes in 4 different versions. It's kind of confusing when you go and try and buy this. So there's basically a PAL version and an NTSC version, and of those 2 versions there's going to be a 16:9 version and a 4:3 version. The lens is going to be the same in all of them, 2.1mm lens, as well as the voltage range, 3.3 to 9 volts. Kind of an interesting voltage range. Usually these little micro cameras can only take about like 4 to 5 volts, something like that, and if you go over 5 volts you'll fry it. So this will take 1S or 2S voltage. That's kind of interesting. And this one here is the 16:9 PAL version. The video you're going to see is actually the NTSC version in the 16:9 format. This one here I'm actually going to be giving away, so you probably came here because you saw the title, giveaway in the title. Everyone rushes to these videos, so I don't usually fly PAL cameras. They sent me a PAL version and an NTSC version. I'm not going to be flying this, so I'm going to give this one away, but I'm going to use this in the video here so you guys can take a look at what it looks like. The camera itself, between the PAL and NTSC version and the 4.3/16:9 version, they're all the same. They all look the same externally. The sensor is different. Obviously the 16:9 version will have a 16:9 aspect ratio sensor, and the 4.3 version has a 4.3 aspect ratio sensor. And then the difference here between the EOS 1 and the EOS 2, I did a review on the EOS 2 a while back, is that they have these little screw holes here on the side. And let me just bring in an EOS 1 here. Here's an EOS 1. You can see same size. Everything looks pretty similar, and the only difference here is on the side. There's no mounting hole here. This is an M2 mounting hole, so I'll give you a few options there in terms of getting it into your craft. Here you're kind of it's RunCam Nano size, so you could use some 3D printed mounts to get that to work as well. So I think that's the major difference here, and the image quality is a little bit different on the old EOS 1 version. Obviously the sensor is the same. It's CMOS sensor, 1200 TV lines, etc. They think they changed something in the firmware in terms of the color reproduction. The EOS 1 image is a kind of a flatter, less saturated image. So if you like that, then you'll like this one better. But on the EOS 2, they went to a much basically the color hue went up quite a bit, and the saturation went up quite a bit. So you'll notice that the reds are very dark. Same with the greens. The colors are quite a bit exaggerated in this one, and just like on the EOS 1, there's no way to change settings on this one. That's kind of why they have 4 different versions of this, because essentially I think this is like a micro f1 sensor, because it's similar specs, CMOS, 1200 TV lines. It's just that you can't switch between NTSC and PAL. And I think that's why the micro f1, you can have NTSC and PAL in a single camera and switch it, because you can have access to the settings, but this one you can't. So that's why they have 4 different versions. But so the only way you can power this up and get video out of it is just the little 3-pin connector here, standard connector here that is on the back of most cameras. You just plug that in here, and then it'll get video out. That's how I got this mounted in one of my craft and flew it. So. I'll just go ahead and show you the flight demo footage. Okay, so in terms of the giveaway, I'm just going to do another random drawing from the comments in this video. I guess I got a lot of negative comments from people saying they don't do Instagram or whatever. So I'm going to leave it up to you if you want to follow me on Instagram. I'm not going to make that a requirement for this video, but I'll go ahead and put the link in the description. I would appreciate it if you would, because I'm trying to build up that, because that helps me in terms of getting more recognition with vendors and stuff like that. It helps the channel, getting more products into the channel. That's another way of getting things in here. So if you want to help me out, I would appreciate that, but I'm not going to make it a requirement for this giveaway. You just leave a comment below for this one, and I'll just randomly pick it out of this particular video. So I'll probably do that. I'm not exactly sure when I'll be doing the drawing, probably within a week or 2, depending on how much time I have and when I can squeeze it in. So just pay attention to the announcement videos. I will draw some. I'll do a drawing as I usually do, and put a video up as to who won, and then whoever wins obviously will have to contact me. Same rules as before. So that's the rules for the giveaway, and now I'll go ahead and I'll show you the flight footage.